Slowly begin to exhale your breath all the way out. Breathe in through your nostrils. Out through your mouth. In through your nose. Out through the mouth. Inhale. And exhale. You stretch your arms over your head. Reach up to your fingertips. Try to touch the ceiling. Bring your hands to your heart. Side out. Exhale. Let it go. With your eyes closed. Your hands at your heart. Let's just take a few rounds of breath in and out through the nostrils, please. If you can, work on keeping the breath at the same depth or even making it deeper if possible. Starting to add in that quality of sound that helps keep our breath more focused and intentional. It should sound as though a loud whisper is coming from the back of the throat. Maybe like the distant sound of the ocean filling up the space around you. You're breathing in and out through your nostrils, creating this ujjayi breath that we'll actually use throughout our entire practice. And set the intention for our practice today. We are all, most of us, I'm sure all of us actually, are going through this sort of worldwide experience of being isolated and being alone and having to stay at home. I know that sounds like a weird thing to have to say like that, having to stay at home and be isolated from the outside world. This past weekend, I saw a few things online, a few articles, and it was people, I guess they were being attacked for shaming other cities and other groups of people because they were posting pictures of groups of people hanging out at parks, just like lounging around at parks, and just like a sea of people. I mean, immediately the site gave me like a moderate amount of anxiety because it just felt so like not right. And I think I had to agree with, I mean, I don't agree with the shaming aspect of it, but with the people who were on the side of him about just being a slightly like responsible method of interacting. Not that it's not safe or people can't make their own choices, but I feel like, you know, we're all having to make responsible choices. And that's our practice today, making responsible choices so that you can stay safe. In our practice, we'll be challenged to, you know, maybe go deeper or maybe try something and maybe it seems a little bit harder. You don't always have to take that option. Sometimes it's better to pull back, to really solidify pose or the foundation that you have in wherever you are before expanding or growing. Now, the overarching theme of all of this is freedom. You have the freedom to choose, and balance, because you have to balance out that desire to push with the knowledge to go further, and have the willingness as well to hold back and to grow. So let's work on this together. Be responsible, practicing self-care so that we might continue to grow and be our true selves. Exhale your breath all the way out. Inhale for Om. Om. Open your eyes. Let's start moving. Come on to your hands and knees. Ooh. Okay. No stiffness. Spread your fingers nice and wide on the mat, please. Lean forward into your hands. We're going to go right in a way and then moving our hands and wrists. Lift your lift your heels up. Lift your palms up. Sorry, keep your knuckles down, and then lower your palms back down. Let's do that a few times. Palms up and down. Go up and down. Going 5, 4, 3, 2. And 1. Now we're going to come up to our fingertips. Try walking your knees in a little bit closer so that you don't lean back as you do this. You want to keep your weight forward, if anything, leaning past your wrist. Ready? Come up to your fingertips, back down to your palms. Really push down to your fingertips and down. We'll go 5. Lean forward a little bit. 4. It seems really hard. 3. Good. 2. And 1. Stay up on your fingertips, please. Press down into the fingertips, bring your chin to your chest, cat pose your spine. Really round into your upper back. See if you can scoop your tailbone under a little bit as well. Inhale, cow pose. Inner thighs spin back, outer hips broaden, lift into your chest. We'll keep moving there. Exhale, cat pose please, chin to chest. Inhale, cow pose. Exhale, cat pose, chin to chest. Inhale, cow pose. Come back to a neutral spine position. Turn your palms face up now and point your fingers in towards each other. Spread your fingers wide, rock side to side, please. Pressing down to the backs of your hands, rock it out. Let's just go for 5. Spread the fingers, wiggle the fingers and the thumbs. 4, 3, 2, and 1. Turn your palms face down. Point your fingers back towards your thighs. Palms down. Shift forward. Inhale and exhale. Cat pose. Round into your upper back. Press through your hands. Slip in the belly. Tuck your tailbone. Inhale, cow pose. Spin your thighs back. Lift your chest. Let's keep going. Exhale, cat pose. Chin to chest. Round it in. Inhale, cow pose. Hips back, heart lift. One more time. Exhale, cat pose. Rock it. Inhale and cow pose. Lift your hip. Lift your chest. Sit all the way back onto the tops of your feet. Toes are untucked. Remember, you can always do this from just a simple kneeling position. It doesn't always have to be this full flexion. Doesn't always feel good, especially early in the morning, to find this full flexion in the knees. So you can stay right here, come up to kneeling, or should you choose to lean back and let your knees start to come up off the mat. It's really subtle and easy. It doesn't have to be a big movement. Maybe it's up to your toes. Oh, yeah. Good, Colin. Breathe. All right, that's enough of that. Go ahead and come back down onto your knees. Come onto your hands and knees. Let's start to move the spine a little bit more. So we've done flexion and extension of the spine. And we're going to add some twisting movements in. Reach your left arm out to the left. Thread your left arm underneath you, landing on the back of your left shoulder and on the left side of your head. From here, walk your right fingertips forward towards the top of the mat. Let's just really solidify our base here. Tone your thighs and spin your inner thighs back. This should broaden your hips quite a bit, actually. Move your hips over to your left some. Then draw your belly in, twist. Oh, some serious snap, crackles, and pops are happening. Look up underneath your right armpit and walk your right hand back in. Right hand down, right in front of the face. Push to the right hand, thread your left arm back out and up to the sky. And step your left foot back, coming into a supported side plank pose, please. Big stretch forward with your left fingertips. Go ahead and take a quick peek up, lean back, breathe in. Exhale, step your left foot all the way forward to the top of the mat, please. Place your left hand down inside your left ankle. Look forward and lunge. Stretch through your legs, pull forward into your heart. See if you can make your legs a little more active. For me, I'm scissoring my thighs together. It's like I'm drawing my thighs into the hips, then stretching out, pressing and stretching. Straighten your left leg, please. Flex your toes. Pull your hips back. Flex your toes, maybe drop your gaze, look down and back towards your right knee. Inhale, rock forward and lunge. Drop your hips, lift your chest, pull your heart forward. Exhale, straighten your left leg, flex your toes, move your hips back. Inhale, rock forward and lunge. And this time, tuck your back toes. Exhale, lift your back knee up, straighten your legs. Okay, keep your back knee lifted, rock forward, back into a lunge. Take your left arm up to the sky, please. Reach up to your left fingertips. You're gonna take your left elbow and tap it to the ground right underneath you, maybe pulling it back towards your navel a little bit to tap the ground. Oh, inhale, open the left arm back up. And exhale, bring your left elbow to tap the ground. Let's do these again, 3 more. Inhale, open up. Exhale, tap the ground. Inhale, open up. Exhale, tap. One more time. Inhale, open it up. And exhale, tap it. Press to your right hand. Open your left arm to the sky. Step your left foot back to your right foot. Now we're in this full official side plank pose here. Press down through your right hand a lot. Make your right side really strong. Squeeze into your right glute. Step your left foot just a little bit behind you and start to lower your right hip towards the ground. You're going to tap the ground between your foot and your leg with your left hand, and right away lift it back up. Reach to your left fingertips. And tap the ground between your legs. Lift your hips up, reach to your fingertips. One more time, tap the ground and lift the hips up. Then without bringing the left foot down, place the left hand down, bring your left knee into your chest, please. Without bringing the left foot down, roll over to your left side, stretch your left leg out to the right, and open your right arm up to the sky. Reach your right arm over your head, bend your right knee, reach your right fingertips towards the back of the mat, and then reach your right arm over your head, straighten your right leg. Okay, very good. Bend into your left knee, reach your right arm over your head towards the upper left corner of your mat, straighten your left leg. Bend your right knee, reach your right hand back. Circle your right arm forward, straighten your leg. Bend your left knee, reach forward, straighten your leg. One more time, bend your right knee, reach back. Straighten your right leg, reach forward, bend your left knee, lean back. Straighten your left leg, place both hands down, plank pose, top of a push-up. Yeah, just a little bit of something confusing to get the day going. Lower yourself down, Chaturanga. Cobra Pose, inhale. Downward facing dog. Exhale, lift up to your toes, please. Lower your knees down to the ground. Reach your right arm out to the right. Thread your right arm underneath you. Landing on the back of your right shoulder. Walking your left fingertips forward. Stabilize the foundation. So tone your thighs, spiral your thighs back, broaden your hips. Move your hips a little bit over to the right side, then draw the belly in. Twist. Look up underneath your left armpit, but keep reaching out to the right fingertips so you feel it in your upper back a little more. We'll start to unwind again. Place the left hand down. Seat the right arm up. And step your right foot back. Big stretch to the right side body. Lean back, look up, breathe in. Step your right foot all the way forward to the top of the mat, please. Both hands coming down, look forward and lunge. Right foot forward, left leg back, stretch to your legs, pull forward to your chest. Straighten your right leg, please, flex your toes. Pull your hips back, keep the toes flexed, keep the thigh engaged. Inhale, rock forward and lunge. Drop your hips, pull your heart forward. Exhale, straighten your right leg, flex your toes. Inhale, rock forward. This time we'll pick up the back knee and straighten the front leg. Press through your hands, drop your gaze, look back. Really active legs, tone your thighs, thighs to hips. Press out through your feet. Keep the back knee lifted, rock forward, sweep your right arm up to the sky for a twist. We'll take the right elbow to tap the ground somewhere underneath you. Right elbow gets close to or taps the ground, even pulling it back a little bit. Pulling the elbow towards the space under your belly button. Inhale, open it back up. And again, exhale, right elbow comes down to tap the ground. Back leg stays nice and strong. Inhale, 3 more. Exhale. Inhale, open it up. Exhale. Inhale, open it up. Exhale. As you open it up, step your right foot to your left foot, side plank pose. All right, hold it here. Solid foundation, spin your left bicep forward. We always want to ensure that foundation before we go deeper so that we can move responsibly and safely. Step your right foot back just a little bit, just a really small step back. We're not going in for that full wild thing yet. Lower your hips down to the ground. Just tap the ground lightly with your right hand. Pick your hips up, reach over your head. Press and squeeze into your left glute, left foot. Right hand taps the ground. Lift your hips, squeeze your left glute. Right hand taps the ground. Left glute engaged. Lift your hips up. Now, without bringing your right knee down, place your right hand down, bring your right knee into your chest. Start to roll over to your right side. Extend your right leg out to your left. Open your left arm up to the sky. Reach your left hand forward. Lift your hips up a lot. Bend into your left knee. Reach your left hand towards the back of your mat. Straighten your left leg. Reach your left hand forward. Bend your right knee. Keep reaching through your left fingertips, leaning back. Straighten your right leg and go back. Bend your left knee, reach back. Straighten your left leg, reach forward. Bend your right knee, lean back. Straighten your right leg. Let's go one more time. Bend your left knee, reach back. Circle it forward. Bend your right knee, lean back. Place your right hand down. Straighten the legs. Come back. Down, plank pose. Lower down, Chaturanga. Cobra Pose, inhale. Downward facing dog. Exhale. Take it back. Shake it out a little bit. Shake out your shoulders. Shake out your hips. Inhale, lift your left leg high to the sky. We're going to step our left foot just forward of our right foot. Bring your left foot to land just in front of your right big toe. Then lift your right leg up really high to the sky. Inner right thigh lifts. Press to your heels. Press to your hands. Right foot steps just forward of your left foot. We'll keep doing that. Left leg lifts up. Left foot steps just forward of the right foot. Right leg lifts up. Right foot steps forward of the left foot. One more time. Left leg lifts up. Step your left foot between your hands. Right leg lifts up. Right foot steps next to the left foot. Inhale, lift up halfway, lengthen, stretch your heart forward. Shins hug in, thighs spin back. Pablo, bend your knees a little more, and then extend your chest forward more. Yeah, that's it. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, rise to standing. Take your arms up. Big stretch up to your fingertips, please. Grab your right wrist, side bend to your left side. Hug your shins in, spin your thighs back. Please engage your glutes and draw your belly in. Press and stretch. Once we've established our own I guess, engagement, our own foundation. You have room to grow. Come back up. Grab your left wrist only if it feels stable and safe. Hug your shins in, spin your thighs back. Belly in, glutes engage. Press through your feet, extend through your fingers. Oh, that's really good. Come back up to center. Please cactus your arms. Pull your elbows wide. Move your shoulder blades towards each other on your back. Move your shoulder blades down towards your back pockets. Lift the heart up and broaden across the chest and shoulders. Chair pose. Inhale, reach your arms up, bend your knees. Hug your shins in and spin your thighs down. Keep the outer hips nice and broad, nice and wide. Then sit through that space. Drop your hips low. How low can you go? Lift your chest, draw your belly in. Move your hips back a little bit more. One more breath here. Arms up and back. Good, friends. Exhale, forward fold. Nice, Victoria. Inhale, lift up. Halfway lengthen your spine. Place your hands down. Your choice on how you get there. If you jump back, please remember to land with bent elbows. Step or hop back. Chaturanga. No option is wrong. Just make sure you choose the one that's responsible, that keeps you safe. Inhale, Cobra Pose or upward facing dog. Exhale, downward facing dog. Let's take that walking split again to the top. Lift your right leg up to the sky, nice and high. Big lift through your thigh, press through your heels. Right foot lands just forward of your left foot. Left leg lifts up. Left foot steps just forward of the right foot. Inhale, right leg lifts up. Right foot steps just forward of your left foot. Keep it going. Left leg lifts. Left foot steps forward of the right. One more time. Right leg lifts. Right foot steps between the hands. Left leg lifts. Left foot steps next to right foot. Inhale, lift up halfway. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, rise up. Cactus the arms again. Exhale. Shoulder blades draw down the back. Heart is lifted. Little baby back bend. Glutes engage, chair pose. Shins in, thighs down. Broaden your hips. Engage the glutes to help scoop the tailbone just a little bit. Lengthen the low back so that we're not arching into our low back. A little bit of extension. Fullness. Draw the belly in. Sit a little bit lower. Draw the belly in, sit a little bit lower. Exhale, foot forward fold, be calm. Inhale, lift up halfway. Once again, make the choice that keeps you safe, that's responsible. Step or hop back, Chaturanga. Take it back with control. Nice, Alexa, good. Inhale, Cobra Pose or upward facing dog. Exhale, downward facing dog. Breathe in through your nose, breathe out through your nose. One more breath. Inhale, lift up to your toes, please. Bend your knees and look forward. Lightly step or hop your feet wider than your hands. Come forward to a squat. Heels in, toes out, hands together at your heart. Squeeze your heels together, move your thighs apart, lift into your chest. We'll do this 5 times. You're gonna place your hands down, lift your hips up, forward fold. Ready? Hands down, hips up, fold. See if you can squeeze your glutes at the top or work on just making your legs more active. Flex your quads, press down through your feet. Inhale, squat, lift your chest. Exhale, fold, lift your hips. Inhale, squat. Exhale, fold. Inhale, squat. Exhale, fold. Bend your knees, roll your way up to standing. Take your arms to the sky. Big breath in, reach up, stretch back a little bit. Nice big heart opening. Exhale, we're gonna lower all the way down to the ground. and into boat pose. Lift your feet up, hug your thighs together, point your toes, lift your chest. Here we go. You're gonna take your knees over to your left, and your hands, you can interlace the hands over to your right. Maybe you tap the ground, then switch. Take your knees to the right, take your hands over to your left. That's one. See if we can do four more. Knees to the left, hands to the right, knees to the right, hands to the left. That's two. Knees to the left, hands to the right, knees to the right, hands to the left. Three. Good. Over to your knees to the left, hands to the right, and knees to the right, hands to the left. One more time. Knees to the left, hands to the right. It's really hard to do. And then knees to the right, hands to the left. Good. Hold it here. Come back up. Slowly lower back. Ardha Navasana. Keep extending out through your legs. Point the toes. Lift your left leg up. Sorry, lift your right leg up. Reach your hands out towards the right. Pull your navel down. Lower your right leg down. Lift the right leg up. Try not to bob. Lower the right leg down. Lift it up. Two more. Lower. Lift. Keep the shoulder blades up. Lower. And lift. Lift your left leg up. Lower your right leg down. Reach over to the left. Same thing. Only five. Left leg lowers. Pull your belly down. Lift it up. Stay with it, friends. Lower. And lift. Lower. And lift. You've got two more. Lower. Belly button down. Shoulder blades up. Lift. One more. Jump back in. Lower. And lift. Lift both legs up. Come back to lying down or lie down. Bring your knees into your chest. Place one hand on each knee. Make some circles with your knee. Come on, core. Nice and engaged now. Start to rock forward and back a little bit with as little momentum as possible. You're going to bring yourself back up to chair pose. So maybe you don't rock at all. You just use no momentum. But maybe you use momentum to come back to chair pose. Either way, use your hands or not. Do what's responsible. Do it safe. We're going to bring the hands down, crow pose. Spread your fingers wide. Knees to the backs of the arms. Knees to the elbows. Lean forward. Maybe just one foot comes up. Maybe no feet come up. Pull your thighs to your ribs. Press to your hands. We'll hold it for 5. Nice. 4, 3. Squeeze your heels up to your bum. 2. Step or hop back. 1. Chaturanga. Upward dog or cobra pose. Downward facing dog. Nice job, everybody. Hold and breathe. Couple breaths. Spread your fingers wide. Press through your hands a lot. In through your nose, out through your nose. Inhale, lift your left leg up to the sky, please. Bring your left knee into your chest and step between your hands. Press down to rise up, crescent lunge. We want to move responsibly. We want to keep ourselves safe. Make sure you're not forcing the depth of the lunge, but moving responsibly, moving with knowledge. Tone your thighs, make your legs a little stronger, right? Keep doing that. Scissor your thighs up towards your hips, draw thighs to hips. Don't let that go. Engage the right glute more than stretch. Press from your hips out through your legs. Stretch through your legs, lift through your chest. From here, we're going to stand up. Bring your right knee into your chest. Stand all the way up. Cross your right ankle over your left thigh. Move your hips back, please. Breathe. Squeeze your thighs together energetically. Move your hips back. Take your chest towards your shin. Just a few breaths, working yourself in nice and low here. Thighs squeeze together, hips move back, heart stretches forward. Get a little bit lower if you can, bringing your hips low. Nice, my friends. We're going to stand up and turn this into a wide-legged squat. Ready, rise up, bring your left knee into your chest, turn to face the long edge of your mat. Heels in, toes out, goddess squat, horse stance. Bend into your knees, bring your hands to your thighs. Press your thighs wide, drop your right shoulder down towards the ground. Pick it up, drop your left shoulder down towards the ground. Very good. The next time you lift your left shoulder up, you're also going to spin your right knee down to the ground. Right knee comes down. Now you're facing the top of the mat again. Both arms up, Mayurasana. Reach up and stretch back your fingertips, please. Bring your palms together. Bring the thumbs to the back of your neck. Squeeze your elbows together. Lift your elbows up. Press to your feet and pull your elbows back. Then extend out through your fingertips. A little bit of a back bend. Reach back. Stretch back. Both hands coming down to the ground. Let's actually just take the right hand down, sweep the left arm up to the sky. Side plank to the right side. Left foot to meet the right foot. Maybe even wild thing if you want it, stepping your left foot back behind you. Continuing to work through your overhead shoulder mobility. Reach to your left fingertips. Reach for the ground over your head. Very nice, my friends. Come back down onto your left hand and lower Chaturanga. Elbows in, halfway down. Cobra Pose or upward facing dog. Downward facing dog. Lift your hips up and back. Right leg goes up nice and high. Bring your right knee into your chest. Step between your hands. Rise up, Crescent Lunge. Press down and rise. Check in. Create a solid foundation for yourself. Grow with responsible action. Tone your thighs, scissor your thighs together. So we're not just pushing the hips down, causing tilting of the pelvis forward, a collapsing of the low back. Instead, we're drawing in, drawing thighs to hips, lifting to the pelvic floor. Now squeeze into that left glute, protect the joints and stretch. Press down into your feet to stretch your legs out. Don't just push your hips forward, stretch through your legs, lift through your chest. Please stand up, left knee into your chest. Cross your left ankle over your right thigh, please. Tone your thighs. Squeeze thighs together. Move your hips back and your heart forward. Hold the midline. For me, it feels really good if I press my left ankle down into my right thigh. Then I'm kind of pushing up right thigh into left ankle. That action's keeping my hips really stable, helping find more balance. Sit a little bit lower if you can. Stand up. We're going to come back into that horse stance. Lift your left knee into your chest. Turn to your left, left foot down, heels in, toes out, hands to your thighs. Bend your knees, drop your hips low. Drop your right shoulder. Drop your left shoulder. Drop your left knee down to the ground. Take both arms up, Anjaneyasana, kneeling lunge. Palms together, thumbs to the back of the neck, please. Squeeze the elbows in, lift your elbows up, pull your elbows back, and stretch. Press to your feet, reach to your fingertips. Same thing here. Expanding responsibly, belly in, pelvic floor lifted. If you're feeling this too heavily in your low back, you've gone too far. Lift up, reach back. Side plank to the left side. Left hand down, right arm goes up. Step your right foot to your left foot. If you want to step your right foot back for a while, then you can. Press to your feet, lift to your hips, reach to your fingertips, reaching for the ground up and over your head. Come back around, plank pose. Lower down, please, Chaturanga. Upward dog. Downward dog. Little bit more core work. Go ahead and rock forward plank pose here. Come on now, core work. Let's fire this up together. This is one really good way of maintaining responsible action. Having a strong core is so helpful for the body. It's a responsible thing to do for us to keep the whole practice strong. Lift your left leg up. Left leg lifts up. And stay here. Now come onto your right fingertips. If you want to lower your right knee down, you can. Reach your right arm forward. Lift your left leg up really high. Lift your left leg up even more. Stretch it back for 3. Lean forward, 2. Square off your hips, and 1. Come down onto your right forearm. Lower your left foot down. Lift your right leg up. Lift your left arm up. Reach it forward. Square off your hips. Lift your right leg high. 3. Square off your hips. Drop your left hip. 2. Lift everything, get longer. And 1. Both forearms down. Forearm plank. Hold and breathe. Nice. Good, Alexa. Good, Colin. Walk your feet in. Dolphin pose. Hips up and chest back. Press to your forearms, please. Chest back towards your thighs. Thighs back, hips up. Press down and breathe. When you're ready, lift up both elbows at the same time. Plank pose. Come back to plank pose, and we'll smoothly go right into the next side. Lift your right leg up. Lean forward, lift up onto your left fingertips. If you want to bring your left knee down, you can. Reach your left arm forward. Hold and breathe. Lift everything up for 3. Nice big lift, 2. Square off your hips. And 1, lower your left forearm down. Lower your right foot down. Last time, lift your left leg up. Reach your right fingertips forward. So try to drop your right hip and lift your left leg. Glutes engaged. 3. Big stretch, lean forward. 2. Nice, Monica. Lift up. Good, Madhu. 1. Both forearms down. Woo. Come on now. Walk your feet back so that they're all the way back at the edge of the mat. Walk your hands forward, still on the forearms. Your fingertips are at the top of the mat. So you're pretty much as long as your mat. 3 times. Press to your hands. Lift both elbows up. Really long plank pose. Create a hollow body shape. Tone your belly, squeeze your glutes, then lower both forearms down. Again, lift them up and lower them down. One more time, both elbows lift up and both elbows lower down. I lied. Last time, both elbows lift up. Very good. Walk your feet in. Downward facing dog. All right. So putting together a few actions here. Hollow body, core strength. Let's see if we can play around a little bit more with our floor. One more time. Please lift your left leg up to the sky. Bring your left knee into your chest, please. Take your left knee, take your left foot between your hands. Rise up, crescent lunge. Take your arms up. Hold it here, exhale, stretch through your legs. Deepen your lunge. Make sure you're not losing the integrity of the pose, maintaining responsible action so that you can keep the pose safe and you can grow over time with a little bit more awareness, a little bit more use of your knowledge rather than force. Hug your shins in, scissor your thighs together. Press through your feet, lift through your chest. This time, as you bring your right knee into your chest, stand up. You can cross your right thigh over your left thigh. Create a Garudasana, eagle pose action. Wrap your right arm under your left arm. Lift your elbows up, squeeze your thighs together. Drop your elbows to your knees. Keep squeezing thighs together. It's okay if you fall, just get right back up. 3, 2, and 1. Rise up. Bring your right knee into your chest as you rise. Step your right foot back. Same pose, goddess squat. Heels in, toes out. Hands to your heart, get low. This time, take your left hand down to the ground. Come into your fingertips. Reach your right arm up to the sky for this awkward twist. Bring your right fingertips down to the ground. Drop your right knee down to the ground. Take both arms up. Anjaneyasana, facing forward. Palms together. Thumbs to the back of the neck. Scissor your thighs together. Squeeze your elbows together. Lift your elbows up. Press to your feet. Ooh, stretch back to your fingertips. Move responsibly, move safely. If it's too intense in your low back to go this deep, lift up a little bit. Don't worry about forcing the lunge. Lift your chest, open your heart. Release the hands back down. Side plank to the right side. Last time. Left foot steps back, maybe even wild thing. Step back into your left foot, squeeze into your right glute, reach to your left fingertips. If you want to try to graze the earth over your head, you can. Just breathe. Nice, you got it. Good, Monica, good, Madhu. Come back around, nice, Pablo, all the way back. Plank pose. Lower down, Chaturanga. Cobra pose. Downward facing dog. Last time through, lift your right leg to the sky, please. Right knee into your chest, step between your hands. Rise up, strong legs, crescent lunge. Toe and thighs. Make sure you've got support and stability here. Your core is engaged, draw your belly in. Pelvic floor is lifted, lift the front of your hips. From the hips, stretch through your legs. Deepen your lunge, lift through your chest. Ready, rise. Left knee into your chest, stand up. Cross left thigh over right thigh as best you can. Wrap left arm under right arm. Squeeze thighs, lift elbows. Yellow. Squeeze thighs, press elbows to knees. Good, everyone. Keep squeezing thighs together. And rise. Take both arms up, bring your knee into your chest. Step your left foot back, heels in, toes out, hands to your heart, get low. Place your right fingertips on the ground, open your left arm up to the sky, twist. Sweep your left fingertips down, forward, and up. Kneeling lunge, face the top of the mat. Big stretch. Palms together, thumbs to the back of the neck. Last time. Squeeze your elbows in, scissor your thighs together. Lift your elbows up, lift the pelvic floor, lift the front of your hips. Press into your feet, stretch through your fingertips. So responsibly opening up. You feel pressure in your low back. You feel like you can't maintain a deep breath, you've gone too far. Release the hands down. Last time, side plank to the left side. Right arm goes up, right foot steps back. Maybe take that wild thing. Big stretch through your fingertips. Touching the ground up and over your head. Let's come back around. Last time, vinyasa. Lower down, Chaturanga. Cobra Pose or upward facing dog. Downward facing dog. All right, friends, so good. Please lower your knees down to the ground. And we're gonna turn to face the long edge of your mat that you can probably still maintain a good view of the camera in. Heels in, toes out, coming into this frog pose. You can come down onto your forearms if you want. All right, so our kind of like our peak pose action today will be something I give you a lot of freedom to play with. You want to make sure you're being responsible. So you can stay in the frog pose for now, and then you want to just make sure you are taking in the responsible action that best suits your practice. Okay, here are some options. You can come into a pincha mayurasana, forearm balance. I'll demonstrate first. Forearms down, hips up, lock it in, and kick it up. All right, the goal here is to push through the forearms and squeeze in at the same time. So you're pressing down and hugging in to maintain your balance. Now, once you're up in that forearm balance, you might play around with different leg shapes. And this is going to be what we do in any inversion that we're doing today. Feet together, knees apart, legs out nice and wide. Maybe even taking eagle legs over your head. Okay. You can do the same thing from a headstand. So I'm going to keep my forearms down, interlace the fingers, place my head inside the back of the hands. Lift up into your headstand, pressing down, squeezing in. From there, same thing. You can stay here, just work on being in your headstand. But I know some of us are looking at expanding and growing, maybe discovering something new. Palms, feet together, knees apart, little diamond shape. Back out wide to like a little split action. Maybe taking that eagle pose leg action if you want here as well. So you're working on establishing a solid foundation, using your knowledge to help create something that's responsible for you, balancing out your experience, your knowledge, your ability with desire for growth, for learning more, for doing something different, and keeping yourself safe. You want to practice self-care and be responsible so that we can continue to practice with joy. Go ahead and try it now. Any inversion of your choice, preferably would be easiest probably in a headstand. Forearm balance will start to get a little trickier. If you want to try it from a handstand, please do. Of course, I would encourage anything in a handstand because I'm a handstand fool. But anything else that you want to try, and then ask questions. Ask questions. Good, Katrina. Push down through your forearms now. Really big push. Use that core strength that you've been building. Breathe. Nice, Pablo. Good, Pablo. Beautiful, Katrina. That's amazing. Nice, Madhu. Madhu, look, turn your gaze just a little bit more forward. Just a little bit more forward. Nice, Jeff. Good. Point the toes, flex your quads, make your legs active. Very nice. You got this, Monica. Good. Good control. Stay with it. Vittorio, bring your elbows closer together so that they're not as so wide. Elbows under shoulders thing. There you go. Friends, we are going to wrap up in about another, let's say, 30 to 45 seconds. The clock is ticking. Make sure you're moving safely, intelligently. Yes, Vittorio, you got it. Keep going, keep going. Nice. Vittorio, that was awesome. Try bringing, that leg that's trying to lift up. You can go bending the knee first. Might help you get it up rather than just trying to pull that straight leg up. So here, this leg is getting lighter. This bottom leg is getting lighter. Okay, I'll just go here. And that way you can get it up. I'm not saying it's going to happen right away, but just a slightly easier approach. That lifted leg stays straight. There you go. Nice, Vittorio. So good. Good, Monica. There you go, Madhu. Good. Heart forward more, heart forward more. That's it. Slowly, my friends, we are wrapping up this party. Alexa's been in frog pose for 5 minutes now. Must feel really good. Come back onto your back, please. I want to be in frog pose for 5 minutes. That feels so good. Great job. So if you have any questions, if you have any hesitancies, anything you feel like feel really close, you just need a little bit of help, please let me know. You can reach out to me now or anytime after class. I'm happy to help you. Okay, let's go ahead and lie on your back. Easy peasy bridge pose. Try not to add too much force here. Just a nice opening to the front of the hips. I'm going to just lightly squeeze my glutes, which gives me a little bit more extension through the front of the hips. Think of it like agonist and antagonist muscle action. One side is working, the other side is stretching. Can you start to make this slightly more active? Interlace your fingers behind your back and wriggle the shoulders underneath you. Feel how much more of a difference that makes. Another 2 breaths. Lower down when you're ready. So if you want to stay in bridge pose, please do. It doesn't have to stay as an easy peasy bridge pose. Maybe you take it up into a more open bridge. You can grab your feet, you can grab your mat, really lift your hips up and let them soar. If you want to come up to upward facing bow, hands about shoulder width apart, right alongside your ears, elbows pointing up to the sky to start. Inhale to press up, back bend, bridge or upward bow. Good, Colin. Shins in and thighs down. Make sure your knees aren't flaring out wide. Shins in and thighs down. Good, Victoria. Press through your feet. Press through your hands. Hug your forearms in and start to bring your shoulders over your wrists. 3. Nice, Pablo. Keep pressing through the arms. 2. Good, Jeff. Big push. And 1, lower yourself down. This is a really great pose to move around with our theme today, to move responsibly, to practice being safe within your own space right now. We get to practice at home, we get to be in our own space, but we're doing this so that we can stay safe. So make sure you're not forcing yourself into something that doesn't feel stable. Make sure, despite the language I'm using, that you're still listening to your own body and monitoring your own practice. Let's do one more back bend. Inhale to press up, bridge or upward bow. Work on not letting your knees flare out wide, hugging the shins in, spinning the thighs down, and extending your arms as much as you can, as best you can. It's going to require some action in the shoulder that's kind of tricky to get. So think about your upper back getting wider, then extending through your arms. And hug your forearms in and press. When you're ready, inhale last time. Lift it up. Bridge or upward bow. For 3. 2. And 1. Lower yourself down. Nice job, my friends. Please windshield wiper your knees from right to left. Left to right. That feels good to me. Take your knees over to your left side. Reach your right arm out to the right. Look over your right shoulder, please. Look over your left shoulder now. Keep your legs just exactly where they are. Take your right hand over to your left side. Start to roll over onto your left side. Keep your legs exactly as they are. Press up onto your hands and turn to face the back of the mat. So your feet are going to stay exactly as they are. Colin, slide your right leg back just a little bit. Yeah. Come down onto your forearms, now facing the back of the mat. For a deeper stretch, come down onto your stomach. Or for an even deeper stretch, slide your right arm, thread your right arm underneath your left arm and land on your right shoulder. It's helpful for me to just keep a little bit of engagement here. Press your left foot into the top of your right thigh. Press your right thigh into the bottom of your left foot. Then reach, then stretch, then breathe. One more breath. Slowly coming up, unwind. Nice and slowly make your way back onto your back. That's a winner for me, that stretch. I really like that. Turn knees to the right. Look over your left shoulder. A couple of breaths here. We'll build our way into it. Take your left hand over to your right side. Roll over onto your right side and press up onto your hands. Bring your forearms down to the ground, facing the back of the mat. Stay here, just like this, or thread your left arm under your right arm for a deeper twist. Maybe even just lie on your stomach. And you can press. In fact, I would really encourage it. Just keep a little bit of action here. Press right foot into left thigh and press left thigh into right foot. Slowly unwind. Make your way up to seated, please. Last stretch together. Take your feet out nice and wide. Inhale, sit up tall. And exhale, fold it in. Tone your thighs. Draw thighs to hips. Press out through your feet and stretch. Let's take the right hand to the left thigh if you can, and sweep your left fingertips over towards your right. Lean back and twist. Lateral stretch and a little bit of rotation here. Press out through your feet. Keep the legs active. Drop your chest back down to the ground. Walk yourself back to the center. And let's switch sides. Take your left hand over to the right thigh. Walk your right fingertips over to your left toes and twist it open. Breathe, do the best you can. And we'll unwind, come back down, holding right through the center. Reach both arms out. 3. Drop your chest towards the ground. 2. And 1. Slowly make your way up. Oh, short but intense and good. Come all the way down, feet together onto your back. Squeeze. Last stretch, hug your knees into your chest. Give yourself one good squeeze. Inhale. Shavasana. Exhale. Right back and relax. Keep your eyes closed. Let the weight of your body just fall heavy into the ground. Start to wiggle your fingers and your toes, please. Roll out your wrists and your ankles. Take a big breath in, stretch out your arms and your legs. Open mouth, exhale, let it go. All right, bring your knees into your chest one more time. And from there, rock your way up to seated please. Sitting up tall, bring your hands to your heart. Thank you so much for sharing your practice today, for being here and moving responsibly, moving safely. Remember, that choice is yours to make. Only you can decide how well you take care of yourself most of the time. So choose wisely, choose intelligently, choose responsibly. Hands to your heart, exhale your breath out. Inhale for Om. Light in me honors the light in you. Thank you for practice. Thank you so much, my friends. Great job as always. Honor to share this time and space with you. Happy Memorial Day if you're practicing with me today. The ways to reach me are multiple and infinite almost, it feels like. But you can find me on Instagram, Stephen Arcos Yoga, Facebook, Stephen Arcos Yoga, website, stephenarcosyoga.com. And you can email me, guess what? Stephen@Stephen Arcos Yoga. So easy to find, easy to get a hold of. If you have the ability to give today, my Venmo is also Stephen Arcos Yoga, go figure. You can also PayPal with the same information, Stephen Arcos Yoga, Stephen@StephenArcosYoga.com. I look forward to practicing with you again. Please reach out, questions, comments, requests, feedback. I'd love to hear from you. So don't be shy. Any question's a great question. I will see you next time. Thanks so much, Chloe.